Hey, Bushcraft family, back again for another video. First off, I want to apologize for not being too active the last few days. Yeah, many of you guys know I've posted in my community tab what's going on and whatnot, but it's time to get back into business, I guess, as they say. This is not my normal prep now type of video. It's more of what I used to do, the morning talks and stuff like that. But one of the things I keep going to is about robotics and things like that, starting to take over our jobs and things like that. I know some companies it's a lot easier to have one robot instead of 10 employees or something like that. But we're getting to a stage to where you're going to go to eat, and you're not even going to be waited on by a person anymore. It's a robot's going to come out where you're going to push your menu on the table itself, and your order is going to come out by a robot. And when I did a few of these videos when I first started YouTube here in November and December and stuff, people laughed at me and said it was silly. Some of the things I was talking about. And the thing is, I went and done research on this and found places that were actually making these robots to do these types of jobs. And right now, you go to McDonald's, you don't have to even talk to a person. Eventually, remember when you used to go to McDonald's and there was like 10 cashiers up there, or whatever they call them, taking your orders, and there were lines behind them, and now there's maybe one, and then there's these things on the wall to where you pick what you want to have. If you want ketchup on it, you put ketchup. If you don't want mustard, you take the mustard off and whatnot, and then poof, your food's done, and you pay by your credit card or debit or whatever, and you don't even have to talk to a human. Yeah, one of those evil things. But this is at McDonald's, and it's coming to other fast food places and other restaurants. And like I said, a lot of people thought it was silly and stuff. Now, since this thing had happened last year that came to the United States and all over the world, and it's still here, now there's more companies really pushing to get this stuff out. And a lot of companies are winning. They are selling this to services and stuff like that. Grocery stores they have one person running the whole grocery store, and it's nothing but robots. You pull up to a drive-through window type thing, robots bring your stuff out, and boom, you don't talk to a human. And I've also talked about the farming industry, that they were testing already in Mexico and Switzerland and stuff like that, of automatic tractors and things like that will run a whole farm. All you need is one person to make sure the robots are running fine and stuff like that. But let's go ahead and I'll jump over to some images here. And hey, it switched to good. Okay, as you can see here, yeah, this looks like something silly, but You could go through that. Here's the thing I was talking about. I'm not going to play the video because I'll probably get in trouble for that. But as you can see, there's already restaurants with robots that take your order. You can see here where they don't run into things and stuff like that. But these things, these little cart things here, you go up to your table and you order stuff from the table itself. And then once the food's prepared in the back, it gets loaded onto this cart and it takes it out to you. You take your food off and you eat your food. You don't have to talk to another person. There's no contact for you to have to be 6 feet from another person. And yeah, it's just they're making it to where as humans we're a sociable being. We want to be sociable to other people and stuff like this, but they're making it to where they're trying to get rid of that, to where you're going to be just sitting in your home, or you got to you want to go to a restaurant. You're not going to talk to anybody because you're going to be served by a robot. And there's other here's the grocery store. Let's scroll down here a little bit. Yeah, I seen it somewhere. Yeah, right here's a few things right here. And there are already places like this being made. There's one in Boston, I think, is going to be one of the first ones. No human at all will be there. Not one. Not even for maintenance or anything. Well, like if something happens, maintenance will be called and they'll go out there and fix it. But this place would be ran on nothing but robots. You can either go in and grab your stuff from the robot, or you pull up on the side and load your stuff from there. You'll be on your phone, order your stuff, and wait for however long it takes you to get there. Pull up to the door, or pull through the drive-through and load your stuff up. Never talk to a human or anything. And this is coming. It's just not something science fiction thing. A lot of places this is here. Here's another grocery store, and this is already here. This is going through checking stock and everything. Boy, those shelves look really nice, don't they? You don't see those. You don't see that around anywhere around here anymore. But they'll go and restock the shelves and things like that. And like I said, this is here. This is already in place in places. The robot goes around and does inventory and stock shelves and things like that, and it's just crazy. And they have them in warehouses. They have where the aisles are so small that people can't get through, and these robots go up and down and left and right in all different directions, and so no human can get back there. It's all just a robot runs around and does all this stuff. Here it is again. It's just one of those things. And and we go to the farming industry, and this is the latest thing. This is already in place in California. It's been tested in other places. But there are farms that are using this right now in California, and they're complaining that that the power, the wages and everything going up so high that they can't afford to hire workers. So guess what? They buy a robot to replace those workers. And it runs at nighttime. It can run if you get multiple ones to where you can have one charging, one works in the daytime, the other one goes out at nighttime and does the work. They have robots that drones that go out and find weeds and stuff and go out and spray for those, and it's just crazy. Go ahead and switch back. But I find it amazing how they're wanting us to desocialize. They're wanting everybody to be on that cell phone, on the computer and stuff like that. How many of you guys remember how special it was when once a month you would call family and friends long distance on your actual telephone, the landline? It was a special thing. It was like everybody would gather around to talk to family members, because you couldn't afford it. It was so expensive. You couldn't call long distance every day or anything like that. You had to have long distance carriers and things like that. They had different Sprint and AT&T. That was back then. That was the long distance people, and you would call, and everybody would gather around and here talk to Jimmy here, and he would get all excited. Hi, how are you doing? And it was just it was a special thing to sit down and talk to family members. It was great to socialize. Remember going outside with your friends, and there was no need to worry that much about your kids, as much as today. I mean, people still worry about their kids and stuff, but there was less of it and stuff like that. And it's got to where it's everything's on that cell phone. Everything's computerized, and now they're making it to where we don't interact with people when we go to the store or go out to eat. Go to the movies. We don't even have to talk to people to get our tickets and stuff anymore. You go up to a screen. Oh, I want to watch that movie, and you go in. Boom. You watch a movie, and you don't really socialize with anybody. It's getting to be a very unsociable thing to be a human anymore. We're going to be talking more to the screen. Over in Japan, they have this thing going on. It's been quite a while, but they get married to I guess it's a computerized mate, and they talk to them and everything. It's all on the screen, and they'll send them texts in the middle of the daytime and stuff like that. That is where we're going. Instead of being, it's just amazing how I wish I could take my kids back to when I grew up, and some of the things that we did that they would like, what is that? Huh? You did this? And it's just crazy. I mean, it just boggles my mind how much we have desocialized ourselves, and it's getting worse. And with this pandemic thingy, it's gotten worse, and I don't see it getting any better anytime soon. Um, it's just horrible. But I just wanted to get that out there. Like I said, this is not a normal prep now type of video. This is usually Wednesday when I do these. It's just something that, dang bug, something that I just wanted to put out there. Until next time, God bless.